Hey guys, a video on the S&P 500. Yeah, we closed the weekly green. We bounced off this point of control and closed above the value area high here as well. With that, yeah, we had a strong bounce off the point of control, but I was looking at, is there maybe something else there? And that's why I have these FIBs here. I'll put them in yellow because they are taken from this W to this X wave to measure a box for this Y wave. Of course, I don't know if you can have a WXY in which the X wave overshoots. I know it's usually an ABC, but in here you can't count 5 waves to the downside. You can count an ABC, a 3-wave move. That's why I label it a WXY. Let me quickly check something. Your Y wave, yep, can have the 0.618 as a target box, which is this one here in confluence with the point of control, that is, and we reacted to that one. And why do I think like this? Because the past months really on the S&P nothing happened. We're just at the same level still as we were in October. Yep, we are a little bit higher, but like it's nothing. Okay, we were below it on Thursday and now we're back above it. So nothing happened here. This is just a sideways move, and that's why I'm still looking for this to be a wave 4. I was like, yeah, maybe this is it. Maybe this was your 5th wave here. But it doesn't make so much sense because your 5th wave did really just barely take this wave 3 high. So yeah, I'm still leaning towards this being a wave 4, also because then the Fibonacci is here. This red one is for an overshooting B wave or X wave. The 1.236, we didn't break it, so that's good. And then we went down, we reacted to the 0.618, which is also good. If you want like a running correction, a running sideways correction, okay? If I zoom in the WXY, you want to see 3 wave moves, okay? ABC here, then in your X wave, also an ABC somehow, or like a WXY here with an ABC in here. But this looks just more like a 3 wave than, yeah, you can say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 here. That's also what we had at some point, but I don't think that's the most accurate count because it's just, if you want to start to move up from here, you barely take the previous high. Not so convincing. And then yeah, here you can see again a 3 wave move down in your wave Y. Then of course, yeah, we can say the wave 4 finished here. This was a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is a larger 1, 2 with then an ABC. But still, I think this, how we have it now, makes a little bit more sense. And it's hard to do this stuff on the S&P because it's an index with like multiple stocks deciding how it moves. So it's tricky, but I think this is really looking nice. So now from this low, ideally, again, we don't fall back into this range and we just want to see a few green weeks now, okay? At least like upcoming week, I want to see green. And it depends a little bit as well on the US and Iran. Maybe they're discussing Ukraine and Russia will talk again soon or blah blah blah. So those things could be good news. From the lows, I label this as a 1, 2, 1, 2, then a third wave, then a wave 4. We might get this one, when the futures open on Monday, then a 5th wave, then another third, done, another 4 and another 5 to complete a larger wave 1 potentially and to take us to new highs, okay? Below us with these FIBs, I also have the volume profile of this range. Value area high here, point of control here with the 0.5. So this is a strong level together with the 0.618 that we don't want to lose, okay, on Monday. If we go down, don't go here. Maybe even just test the value area high here and go up. With that, I'm also looking a little bit at Bitcoin already. Bitcoin trades 24/7 from this low here on Bitcoin. If you want to invalidate bearish stuff, you want to hit this 618 at 74,290. It already is looking good, but we still need this fifth wave here as well. This a 1, potentially a 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in your wave 3. So 1, 2, 3. Now ABC in your wave 4, and yeah, we want to take this high to make a 5 wave move, okay? Then we can still correct into Monday or Sunday evening. And then hopefully next week at the start we can push. And then yeah, we'll have at least, looking at Bitcoin, also momentum to the upside still. But then the S&P makes us look at Nvidia, etc. as well. Here with Nvidia, again, I want to see these lows actually taken. So I'm curious, this might fall back down here. WXY and your Y wave, you want to see an ABC. So we could move down on Nvidia, okay? But of course, yeah, S&P is more than just Nvidia. If you look at Tesla, Tesla is difficult. I'm not gonna bother. I also don't cover this one ever because it's just, man, everything, like every day there's some news about something and then it moves up or down. Yeah. If we just look at this, it's looking strong. We're holding this trend line, and yep, I want to get to this box, but that's really all I've got to say about this one. Meta, I've changed the count here. I was thinking maybe an ABC because I was turning a little bit bearish before the S&P bounced back on Friday. But now with that bounce, I'm labeling this potentially as a double 1-2. But then we really need to see strength on Monday on Meta, okay? And we really need to get back above this point of control at 666.5 and just move up, never go down again, okay? Here locally then. We are at the 0.618 here as well. So yeah, just don't lose this low on Monday. Start the week green and push up. Google, I do expect we will get a little bit more downside price action towards this box. Okay, that's still 9 to 10% from where we are now. Oracle, I don't know, man. I want to see a bounce. I've said this a long time now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 waves to the downside complete. We do have a lower low on lower volume. That's good. That's good. If we want to say this is a 1, 2 already and this is a third wave, we would want to see increasing volume, which we don't have. So I'm still labeling this a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for that reason. And hopefully we can get, yes, some strength this week, okay? So this one is a question mark. I really hope it can go, but it can, yeah, maybe do this as well. Really just weak. But in theory, it should go up, okay? And then we have Microsoft. This one also, ideally, we have now reached and closed this gap. We have reached, yeah, below the 0.618. We don't want to go below the 786. So structure also looks complete to me. ABC and your wave W, X, and then ABC and your wave Y. So same for this one. Just open the week green and just go. Okay. And with that being said, like a lot of the stocks on the Max 7 are like in between stuff. Okay. Like, okay, Microsoft is not in between. It's in the lowest support. It needs to go up. But then Nvidia is, for me, more likely to move down. Google as well. Meta in between. Oracle, I don't know. So like these are the big ones. If they can just evenly match each other out, Meta and Microsoft up, Apple up, then Google, Microsoft, Google, Meta, no, Google, Nvidia, they could go down, and the S&P could still like turn out to be green. Of course, there is more than just these stocks, but these are the major ones. And ideally, we want to see, yeah, Nvidia, if it corrects, that it does it without hitting the S&P, okay? We just want on the S&P to move up. This looks really good, this candle here. And also, yeah, this to me looks correct. If just this one, we have too much overlap already with this here as well. So I'm leaning really towards new highs and a few good weeks. but we'll have to monitor closely, and yeah, I'll keep you updated. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.